What is slope? Slope is y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1 if you have 2 points. And if the lines are parallel, then the slopes are the same. They're equal. If they have the same steepness, then that means what? They are parallel to each other, right? If they have same slope. So what is slope? What's on other words for slope? Rise over run. Good. We also call it what? Rate of change. Remember that? If you have a linear function y equals to mx plus b, what's the slope? M. What is b? The y-intercept, right? This is the slope, rate of change, and this is y-intercept, your initial value, and so on. What else? We can write the formula down, right? y2 minus y1 equals to x2 minus x1, which is same as changing y over changing x. Asymptotes. So you can say change of y over change, actually change in x and change in y, right? So here it says graph the two lines that are what? Parallel. So let's start from 0, 0. And let's do 1 over 2 for the first slope. 1 over 2. That means what? Up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. And so on. And please start bringing a straight edge. So it will look like this. Yeah, for now, today's notes, you can just try your best. But for the formatives or other tests, please use a straight edge. And find another one that has the same slope, parallel line. So where should we start? Can I start here where y-intercept is 3, 4? Doesn't matter, right? Can you start at 0? No, that it will be a line on top of the other line, so it becomes just one line. It's not parallel anymore. It's just identical. So let's start from 3 then. So from 3, you go up, same slope, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. And if I were you, always plot at least 3 points and connect them. And if it doesn't make a line, that means you made a mistake somewhere. So 2 is not enough to determine whether there is a mistake or not. Plot at least 3 points. Okay? So they are parallel, and this is the symbol for parallel lines, 2 arrows. So the slope of both line graph to the right is 1 over 2. And the lines are parallel because they are, it's positive slope, so they are increasing at the same rate. Therefore, by the definition, they will never intersect. So I tell my kids, if you have someone who you don't like, you don't want to see in your life, tell that person, let's walk our path in a parallel way so you will never meet that person. If he or she got an A in Algebra 1, she or he will understand what you mean. If not, have mercy on him and just be, nice to him or her and become a friend. All right, perpendicular. If lines are perpendicular, what does it mean perpendicular? 90 degrees. Intersect at 90 degrees, and that's a symbol, like upside down T for perpendicular. Then the slopes are opposite. What? Reciprocal. What does it mean, opposite reciprocal? Means you flip top and bottom if it's a fraction. Or even it's 2 over 1. So you flip it and you switch. Switch the sign. If it's negative, it becomes positive. If it's positive, it becomes negative. So let's graph the same one that we started with. So it was 0, 0, and 1 over 2, 1 over 2, 1 over 2. Now, perpendicular. What's the slope? If you had a slope of 1 over 2, now it becomes what? Flip means you've switched top and bottom, so it's 2 over 1, which is 2. If it's positive now, it will be negative. So what's a new slope? Negative 2, which is down 2 over 1, right? So let's start at the same point. This time it doesn't matter where you start. You can have the same y-intercept. So down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. And when you connect them, it becomes the same. It becomes the perpendicular line. And you can tell by looking at it, right? Doesn't it look 90? Doesn't it form 90 degrees? So what is the key difference about the slope of these lines? They are, again, opposite and reciprocal. What is the slope of the green line, or red for us? 1 over 2. What is the slope of the blue line? It is negative 2. You can write negative 2 over 1, but usually we don't put over 1. But if it helps you to see the relationship, that's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and try some example questions. Line S passes through the point negative 4, 0 and 5, 2. So it's a line, S, going through those 2 points. So let's connect them. That is my line S. Since the line, and it says, conduct a line through point J, which is negative 2, 4, and that line going through J is parallel. That means what? They have the same slope. So they have to, what must be true? They have to have the same slope. So what's the slope of the line S? First line. It's up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 over 9. What's slope of S? 2 over 9. Then what should be the slope of the other line? 2 over 9. Guys, when you plug it in 2 over 9, if you have a fraction, just leave your answer in terms of fraction. 2 over 9. It's 0.22222, but we usually don't use the decimal answers on our equations. On the Excel card, just leave it as 2 over 9. But what you can do is, if you can simplify the fraction, math, enter, enter, you can give me the simplified fraction, but it looks like 2 over 9 is simplified. Yeah? So now how would you graph it? From J. You just start from J and use the slope, right? You go up to 1, 2, and run 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then connect. Does it look parallel? Would they ever intersect? No. Yeah. So then what is the equation of the second line? Second line. So here comes a little harder part. Why? It will be always y equals mx plus b, and we got our m. Right? We need two things to write an equation of a line. We are missing b. How do you find b? If it was going through the whole number, then you can just get it off of the graph. But this one, would it be 4.5? Are you 100% positive? May not be. So then what you need to do is use the equation. So here, J, don't we have x and y? Don't we have m? If you're only missing one variable in the equation, you can solve it, right? So that's what we need to do. So what is y? This point was what? -2, 4. So y is 4. What is slope? 2/9. What is x? -2. What is b? That's what we are solving for. So just put b. So 4 equals 2. What's 2 times -2? It's same thing as -2/1. You multiply the numerators together and denominators together. What's 2 times -2? -4. What's 9 times 1? 9 plus b. So now what do I need to do to solve for b? Add 4/9 on both sides. So your b is 4 plus 4/9. But can we write 4 and 4/9? Yeah, we don't do that anymore. We write it as an improper fraction. So 4 is same thing as what? If you have a common denominator of 9, what is the whole number 4 equal to? What over 9? 36, right? 36 over 9 is 4. So 36 plus 4 is 40 over 9. And that is simplified fraction, so you leave it as 40 over 9. What is 40 over 9? It's close to 4.5, but 4.5 is not the y-intercept. It is 40 over 9. Okay? You cannot just guess and say 4.5. So what is your final equation? Y equals to 2/9 x plus what? 40 over 9. Okay? Now let's try one with perpendicular. Number 2, the T. Line T passes through 2 points. -3, -1, -1, 7. So it looks like this. Still positive slope, right? It's very steep. And guys, what is, if it's horizontal, what slope is that? Are we going up? How much are we going up each time? 0. So this is 0 slope. Then what's the undefined slope? Vertical line is undefined slope. Okay? So number 2. That was just a side note. So now there's a point K, 4, that is perpendicular to line T, and the line goes through K. So now what do you need to do? You have to find the slope that is perpendicular to this line. So what is the slope of the first line? Since the lines are perpendicular, what must be true? Slopes are negative, meaning opposite, and reciprocal, meaning flip top and bottom. What is the slope of T? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rise over, run 2. So it's 8 over 2, which is 4. You have to always simplify your slope. Then what is the slope of the other line? 4 is same thing as 4 over 1, right? So now 4 over 1 becomes positive, so it becomes negative. Flip top and bottom, so it becomes 1 over 4. So this means what? Down 1, run 4 to the right. Run means always from left to right. So from this point, down 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, give me at least 3 points. If you want to go to the other side, we have to go left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 1. Oh, this one, aren't we lucky? They gave us the y, a whole number, right? So we don't have to go through all the calculations, solving equations. So, graph it, we just did. And what is the equation of a second line? Y equals to, what's the slope? Negative 1 over 4x. Thankfully, we can get the y-intercept because it was exactly going through 5 on the grid.